In the last video, we saw what elements mean. So basically, elements are the different types of particles that make up our universe. And as far as we humans know, up till now, we know that the world has, or the universe has, 118 different types of particles that make up the complete universe. So everything in this universe is made of particles, and those particles can be either one of these 118 types. So we may have like oxygen particles, iron particles, carbon particles, even hydrogen particles, which is another type of particle, and such. We have 118 such types of particles that make up the universe. So up until now, I have been using the word particle for the smallest piece of any type of element, any element, but we have another technical name for it, which is the word atom. So what is an atom? An atom is simply a word used to refer to the smallest particle of any given element. So if I take a sheet of iron here and I keep on dividing it into smaller and smaller pieces, even smaller pieces, and let's say I am left with one small piece which can no longer be further divided. So let's say I divide this into half. When I divide it into half, I am still left with iron, right? So if I had a large piece of iron and I, let's say, divide it into half like this, even this is iron, right? Even this would be conductive, this would conduct electricity, it would have all properties of iron in it, right? Now if I divide it furthermore into a half, even this smaller piece would be iron, right? It would be shiny, it would be conductive, it would conduct heat, it would conduct electricity, it would show all the properties of iron. And if I do this again that it will still remain iron. And if I continue doing it half and further half until I am left with, let's say, very small piece, even this small piece would show the properties of iron. And if I keep on going until, if I further divide it into smaller particles or smaller pieces, it would no longer show the properties of iron. So the smallest piece or smallest particle of iron that can show or exhibit properties of iron itself, so such a particle is called an atom. And what does atom mean? So this comes from some word which means indivisible. It is from some other language, I believe Latin, and it simply means indivisible. So people thought that this is the smallest unit of any given element which can no longer be divided. But we know it can be divided. The only problem with further division is that it will no longer remain iron. It would lose its properties as iron, right? So this is the smallest particle that can be called as iron, right? So if we have this particle and many more similar particles, we can all combine them together to form a piece of iron, and we can have millions of these to form a large piece of iron. Obviously these small pieces are very, very, very small, so small that you cannot even see them through your naked eyes without any in fact, even by using microscopes, optical microscopes that we have, we cannot see atoms. So atoms are very, very, very small. But the point here is that atoms are the smallest piece that are, first of all, they are that exhibit the property of the element they belong to. So if this is a particle, this is an atom of iron, this would behave as iron. So right, it would have the properties. So if I give you this piece of atom, if I give you this atom here, and I tell you find which element is this, so I mean, because this is an atom, you should be able to tell, yeah, this is an iron atom. Or maybe if I give you let's say some other atom, it would have a different size, different properties. But if I give you a small atom, you should be able to tell. Obviously it's not so easy to tell, but theoretically you should be able to tell, yeah, this is an oxygen atom, this is an iron atom, because it has its own identity. It has not lost its property as iron. But if I further divide it into, let's say, half, and give you even smaller units, smaller than an atom, then you won't be able to tell if it is if it belongs to an iron atom or an oxygen atom. So that is the basic idea behind atoms. Atoms are the smallest piece, smallest particle, right, that show the characteristics, show the properties of their parent element, or the element they belong to, or the element they are, in fact. So that is the basic idea behind atoms. And if you have to just to complete the analogy, if you have to talk about colors, the basic unit of color, well, if you look at a screen, and you can do it right now, go towards a TV screen. It's easier to look at a TV screen, and if you look closely, very closely, maybe using a microscope, a magnifying glass, sorry, you'll be able to see that the TV screen is actually made up of smaller particles, right? And even your phone screen is made up of small pixels, small boxes, and each of those boxes have these 3 LEDs fit in. So they have 3 boxes fit in that emit green, red and blue lights of different intensities that make up the complete color that you see from your TV screen. So that one pixel can be called as an atom of color. But let's not get into too much detail into the analogy. And the basic point here is that an atom is the basic smallest unit that has the properties of the element it is. And if you divide it furthermore, you might be able to divide it furthermore, but it will no longer exhibit the properties of the element itself. So that's the basic idea behind atoms.